So, as you can probably tell, I'm in a Volkswagen Beetle. Nah. Well, this is the new Porsche Carrera. This is the Carrera S, rear-wheel drive, and they no longer put in the naturally aspirated engine. Now it's a 3-liter boxer twin-turbo engine, and it is a lot more powerful. It is crazy. You know, the Carrera never behaved like that back then. You know, it's very progressive. As the revs climb, it feels good climbing the revs with it. It's never as boom, you know, off the line. It was never like that. But damn, I think I'm one of the few journalists in the world that is super duper happy that Porsche decided to turbocharge their Carreras. Because remember when we were young, when you saw a Porsche, it means something. It means it is a car that you revere, you fear it, you know it is capable. You wouldn't want to provoke it because it's a Porsche. The shape tells you all about its performance, you know, its capabilities and all that. It has a lot of street cred, Porsches. I mean, I don't mean the special versions. I don't mean the RS or the Turbo or the GT3 or GT2, blah blah. No, I mean regular Porsche Carrera, the ones without crazy wings. They mean something. But over the years, when you have A45 AMGs, you have Audi RS3s, you know, the BMW 135s, even Golf Rs and all that, people start to stop fearing Porsches, you know. They're like, I know you're a Carrera. You might be fast on the track, but on the highway, those cars can play with the Carrera owner. And that in some way actually emasculates a Carrera owner. But now that Porsche AG made the decision to turbocharge all their cars, and with their knowledge, you know they will be able to create turbocharged Porsches that don't really lag, you know, performance on demand and the sound it makes. Those journalists will say that, you know, they no longer make, you know, as that kind of crispy, raspy sound, blah blah. Nah, I mean, nowadays, how many cars are there that you get to hear its engine? The old E60 M5, M6, the Audi R8. What else? Even if it's an NA, most of their sound came from exhaust, right? Even an Aston Martin, all that loud noise, those are not the engine note, it's from the exhaust. There's nothing that a trip to Akrapovic can't fix. Let's put it that way. So whoever says that this car doesn't sound good, either they have too much earwax or I don't know. This car sounds brilliant. But then of course you have to spec, because this is a media car, and of course they spec it to the brim, right? But I believe the sports exhaust is an option. So you have to spec that if you want your car to sound as good as mine, temporarily. But it sounds fantastic. that's a dilemma, right? Back then, when you drive a Porsche, you met an M5, so it's like, right? But I don't think this loses out in any way to that, even though it's down on 100 horsepower. That car is like what, almost 1.9 tons, and this is featherweight. This is like what, if I don't remember wrongly, it should be 1.3, about that. Yeah, the Carrera is lightweight. It is lightweight. Oh, the M5 looks brilliant, man. I can't imagine it's already an old car now. Yeah, the new G30, and the F10 still looks brilliant. My God. Anyway, so yeah, I'm not sure if this has that active rear wheel steering. Maybe it does. Yeah. So let's do a quick vid. So this is the interior. I mean, this is classic Porsche interior. If you are familiar with the 997 or 996, you will notice that this is what they call the, I mean, they used to call it the waterfall dash, but so this is classic Porsche design where it's straight up. But in this time and age, I'm not sure if this is the best, because a sporty car like this, they could have done more daring designs. But this is classic. This is simplicity in its finest. So if you always hear about Audis making the best interiors, no, the best interior fit and finish in the business is from Porsche. Every single car they built is solid. The interior is just super solid. Of course, people will say that, oh, of course, they cost so much more. Aha. Now, that's not the same case with Maseratis, right? You step into Maserati and their interior build is nowhere near that of the German trios. And of course, the new Mercedes interior looks fantastic, but in terms of absolute solidity, absolute the kind of fit and finish that only Porsche and Audi could do is not present yet. I mean, Mercedes interior is brilliant, it's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but then Porsche's interior has that kind of, you try to press your legs against the center dash. By doing that, it doesn't budge, it doesn't move. Yeah, that's the kind of solidity that we're talking about. Now they have these unique cup holders. Yeah, they are good at it. Don't think that they don't come with cup holders. That's how they operate. This is Porsche's cup holder. How much engineering it goes into that, to be able to put cup holders in this kind of, slim dash, slim center console and all that. As I say, it's not a big car. Look at my palm. That's how far we are apart from each other with your passengers. Alright? And everything feels great. Everything just feels great in here. It's just a beautiful, beautiful cabin. And this new steering wheel is brilliant. It's just so good looking, devoid of any volume control buttons and all that. It's just beautiful. And this has got to be the prettiest paddle shifter in the business. Just one piece of milled alloy. It's beautiful. Classic dials. I really like this configuration. These are all analog dials, but this one is where the digital screens are. And then I used to be able to flip through the options and it'll change there. Now I have no idea how to operate that. Yes, I mean, the steering looks great, but alright, this part. This is the new Porsche infotainment system. Yes, it looks rather simple. That's because it is simple. I wonder why. You see, this is nicely designed, flashy and all that, but
Okay, there's no dials. How do I go back? I have no idea. But somehow there are some. Look at my finger as I approach it. The options will come out. See, I haven't touched it yet, but it comes out nonetheless. I believe there's some proximity sensor and all that in there. The rear seats are not for adults, but for kids they are awesome. They are big enough for kids, and they have decent leg room as well. Alright, now this is not a family car, but in terms of cubby storage and all that, look at this. Oh my god, it's solid. Lovely. For what? I'm not sure, but at least it's just nice. It's a very nice cabin. Spacious. Nothing much on the interior because this car is all about the exterior and the performance. I'll show you a bit. Let's switch it off. Alright. I love the rear of the new Carrera S. I love it. The rear looks really good. So what changed is, because these, they are now like 3D. This debuted in the Macan, so they applied it across the range. Alright. It's just nice to see Porsches without wings because they just look beautiful. Look at the silhouette. Right. It's just beautiful, huh? So if you spec the Carrera S, if you opt for the S, you will get red calipers. Alright, you get red calipers with S, but if you upgrade to the ceramic brakes, the caliper will be yellow. Yep. So that's the new front. I don't really like that. I prefer the previous ones. But I mean, it is no doubt a visible change to what it was. There's no overly complicated design. It's just beautiful. The Carrera S. Oh, this is lovely. It's a Porsche, for God's sake. It's a Porsche. Look at it go. Look at it go. I'm sure that's less than 4 seconds to 100. I am very sure. Very, very sure. This car is rapid. Yeah, there's still a bit of lag. Throttle and then it still does that classic thing. But a lot of people like that feeling, you know. A lot of people like that automatic transmission plus turbocharged car feel. You throttle and then it sort of hunkered down and then it pushed. The way it behaves, the way it puts power down, is no joke. Is that an M3? Seriously? Seriously? Oh my! Freaking! You guys can see that. Oh, I don't think you can catch it. That's an M3, an F30 M3. All right, not the M4, but the 4-door M3. So I spotted the F10 M5, the E60 M5, and now an F30. Okay, it's definitely an M3. I see it. Go off. Whoa. What a day, what a day. Maybe they're there to celebrate my arrival. It is the kind of car that makes youngsters dream, that makes you aspire to be better. You want to study harder when you look at a car like that, when you dream for a car like that. Yeah, it makes you want to work harder, study harder, so that hopefully one day you'll be able to walk into Porsche and for them to ask you, what color of leather would you like for your aircon vents?